Ever since man first realized he had to defend his land, the need for tactical scouting has been an integral part of combat. And these days, with weapon systems so mobile and lethal, the need for combat scouting has never been more important. A tactical commander must know where the enemy is, or more importantly, where the enemy is not. The requirements for a scout have always been the same. Agility, so that you can see, yet not be seen. Maneuverability, so that you can get out of trouble. Endurance, to travel far enough to cover the operational area, yet be strong enough to get back home. A scout should be able to defend himself so he can survive. Ideally, a scout should be able to participate in the battle when called upon by the tactical commander. Now, there is a multi-mission light scout helicopter that combines all those qualities. Now, Bell has changed the concept of scouting with an innovative new helicopter, the Bell 406 Combat Scout, the scout that fights. The 406CS is a derivative of the U.S. Army's OH-58D, the Army's newest dedicated scout helicopter. All of the rugged dynamic components and the powerful engine of the OH-58D Aero Scout have been transferred to the 406 Combat Scout. Major components of the two aircraft are more than 90% identical. The OH-58D Aero Scout is the result of extensive design efforts to produce a helicopter with unprecedented stability for laser designation and the power to fly fast, highly evasive missions, or to fly slow, less than a meter above the ground, using every possible degree of cover and concealment. These same qualities that make the Aero Scout a new generation helicopter have been applied to the Combat Scout, because what it takes to make a very stable observation platform are essentially the same requirements for a good weapons platform. And the power that can lift sophisticated avionics of the Aero Scout can be used to lift weapon systems. You can now gain the tactical benefits of an Aero Scout and gunship team with a single multi-mission aircraft, the Bell 406 Combat Scout. Many multi-mission aircraft are difficult to reconfigure. They haven't been designed for the real world of tomorrow's combat, where victory or defeat can hinge on a few minutes, not hours. Here's a 406CS being reconfigured from its scouting role to an anti-armor role. The actual elapsed time, 4 minutes. About the same time it takes to refuel the 406CS with its closed-circuit refueling system. So when tactical needs dictate a quick response to counteract a surge of enemy armor, the 406CS brings up to 8 TOW missiles to the battlefield. If the need is for machine guns, either 7.62 or 50 caliber gun pods, the conversion requires only 3 minutes. 70 millimeter rocket pods, miniguns, and air defense missiles are all quick to install, quick to remove. The 406CS becomes a true force multiplier, and most important of all, supports ground troops when and where needed. Let's look at a few specific missions. Here's a sea-level anti-tank mission, a 2-man crew, 4 TOW missiles, a 50-kilometer radius of action, a full hour and 15-minute duration nap of the Earth flight in the operational area. Finally, a flight back to base with a 20-minute fuel reserve. In less than 3 minutes, this same Combat Scout could be reconfigured with gun pods and rockets and be airborne back to another part of the combat zone. This time, for an hour and a quarter on station. A differently armed, survivable scout helicopter with a 2-man crew. The Combat Scout delivers widely varied firepower from an aircraft of great stability. Here's a TOW missile fired at a target moving 36 kilometers per hour, typical of threat armored vehicles. The range is 500 meters, a very difficult shot. A direct hit. Now let's move out to the maximum range of the TOW missile. Even at this range against a moving target, a clean hit was scored. And here's how easily the Combat Scout is air transportable. The landing skid can be lowered into the kneeling position in only 2 minutes. The rotor folded in another minute and a half. The total time to go from an operational helicopter to one secured in a C-130 is only 12 minutes. A helicopter with true multi-mission capability that can be ready for action anywhere in just a matter of minutes. In addition to scout and attack roles, the 406CS performs resupply missions with external loads up to 680 kilos. There's even an operational hoist for search and rescue missions. And the Combat Scout flies medevac missions with 2 litters. The 406CS has the agility, range, endurance, and power margin to accomplish its many missions and still survive in the hostile air-land battlefield environment. Fighting well is only one part of good combat helicopters. The other part is surviving. No one comes close to Bell's combat experience, more than 25 million flight hours. That's why you'll find armor for the crew and critical components. Also a run-dry transmission, self-sealing fuel tanks, a ballistically tolerant composite yoke, and composite rotor blades that can take repeated small arms hits. It's also a helicopter designed for worldwide operations. The 406CS has completed an extensive 2-year demo program, which has seen the helicopter fly and fire in locations as diverse as Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Pakistan, and Australia, as well as Europe and North America. No matter what the terrain or climate, the Combat Scout demonstrated its tactical capability. The 406CS is designed for long life and growth. The helicopter itself could be remanufactured from a 206B that might have already seen many years of service. It will accept any of the worldwide manufactured roof-mounted sight systems. Plus, growth provisions for laser target designation, FLIR, and a video thermal tracker. The 406CS will scout and fight well into the 21st century. Any nation's defense program must compete with other national development programs. So even the most prosperous of nations must use their defense budgets prudently. This program documents a cost-effective alternative to single-purpose helicopters, a way to get the tactical benefits of a whole helicopter team at a fraction of the cost. We think you'll find it's your answer to both scout and attack needs. The Bell 406 Combat Scout, the scout that fights.